everyone, welcome to today's video. Today is all about how life has been with my post-op hysterectomy now that I've passed my 1-year mark. And let me tell you, life has really changed. The person that I was when I did this over a year ago with surgery is a completely different person now, and we'll get into exactly what I mean about that. But I'm here to tell you that life for me personally, after going through on March 18th of last year, a full laparoscopic hysterectomy has been not only life-changing, but has been a huge eye-opener when you couple this with everything we've been through during this pandemic. I know these are unprecedented times and things have just been honestly pretty crazy. And for me, I'm taking every day as it comes and not trying to beat myself up. If you would have asked me a year or so ago, like, how are you doing? I probably would have given you like a sob story and like literally felt like a victim. But I knew it was something I needed to do for health reasons and due to some other complications that I've experienced. So for me, life right now could not be better. I'll talk about just what's going well and what I'm doing now. So first off, I have been probably for the last a little over this last 6 months, since October 24th, I believe, of last year, I have been engrossing myself with this amazing community that does a lot of dance fitness. And so I go through that whole, I don't know, I just love the classes in this community that is built around this place that I go to here in town in Las Vegas. And if you ever have been to Millennium Dance Studio here in Las Vegas, they are an amazing dance studio that offers not only dance fitness classes, but obviously any type of classes that you're willing to try out if you're a beginner. They have adult classes and junior classes, but this isn't about Millennium Studios. This is just about my journey. But I've spent and continue to spend a lot of my time there really working on myself, improving, and honestly, I've fallen in love with dance. And the girl that has 2 left feet, I'm dancing. So anyways, I'll share a little bit about that, or like insert some clips here just to show you exactly what kind of classes I'm involved in. So shout out to the FSU tribe, who have been a huge community and a big part of my life and allowing me to enjoy dance fitness to its fullest extent. So that is a big change in my personal lifestyle. I would say, as far as like dieting and all that stuff, I haven't really found a comfort level in terms of like nutrition. Like, we've done like the food delivery, we try to do a little bit of keto and all this stuff. And right now I'm just trying to listen to my body, see what it needs, try to eat a little bit more plant-based. It is definitely hard to get rid of, like proteins, like the proteins in terms of meat and seafood and all that stuff. And so trying to find the balance in all of it, but happy with the results that I'm starting to see doing this for the last 6 months. Physically, I don't know, like I know inside I'm feeling way stronger, but I feel like I have a lot of work to do. And I think where I'm really lacking and struggling right now is in my diets, in terms of food. So if I could just get rid of just my love for food, I think I'd be better off. But the next thing that has been a huge change in my life as well is being able to see my progress and not only monitor my sleep, but monitor just my heart rate, my movement, my workouts, and all that stuff in between. And if you guys don't know, I have been working through this pandemic pretty much since I went off leave. So when I first had my surgery, I was on a 6-week leave from work. So that was literally right dead smack in the middle of the shutdown and during the pandemic. So it was tough. But needless to say, after I got off leave and had to go back to work which is pretty much a sit-down desk job, like I really had a hard time just kind of readjusting because I was sitting down a lot. I wasn't really moving at the time, like in terms of fitness, because we really couldn't go anywhere. We were pretty much confined to our home with the exception of buying and purchasing essential items. But I did a lot of that online, to be honest. But where am I going with this? Where I'm going with all of this is through this journey, I never really paid attention to different things in my activity. And so I am showing you what I have been using. It's this thing called the Whoop. It started from, I guess, someone that created this was obsessed with CrossFit. And yeah, and it's just this cool device that you can actually wet, and it tracks all your activity, your movement, and it really gets to know who you are. And if you are a data analyst, and I guess that's my point, is by day, I call myself a data analyst, but I wear honestly multiple hats. So I am an analyst, and so for me, I am naturally into numbers and like to look at trends and all that fun stuff. So when you actually have this type of information about yourself and your lifestyle, boy, it opens your eyes up. And so my next point is where I have really learned about myself and just my movement and my lifestyle is that I don't sleep very often. I am getting on average between 4.5 hours to 5 hours of sleep. If I get 6 hours, that is a blessing. If I get 7 hours, that's a miracle. If I get 8 hours, that's a freaking unicorn experience. So I honestly have been struggling in the sleep department. And I think naturally it has been a result of just going through the hysterectomy, the hormone changes, and your body readjusting to its new norm. So I do want to share that even with an active lifestyle, even with all this information and all the things that, I've been doing to try to better myself, it's still a struggle. So for those of you that have had a hysterectomy, let me know in the comments, how is your sleep? Are you getting a good amount of sleep? What is that number for you? Are you getting 5 hours on average, 6 hours, 7, 8, 10? So anyways, this Whoop has been life-changing, and I'll show you some clips here on like what that looks like. I would say the next thing that has been a huge area that I've been trying to work on and has been bothering me more and more, to be honest, is hair. So I know when you look at me, you're like, oh, she's got a full head of hair. Yes, I've got hair, but I am going through a lot of hair loss, a lot of hair breakage, a lot of little spots, especially here on the sides of my head. Like I'm getting, like you can see it, like I'm getting a lot more, I wouldn't say like complete bald spots, but I feel like I am balding in those areas because I'm losing a ton of hair. And I will tell you, like when I shower and wash my hair, like I can literally grab clumps of hair at a time, just from that whole process. So I don't know. I've been trying to use, pretty good products. I wouldn't say I'm using all the products that help with hair growth, but I'm in the market right now. So if you have anything for hair loss, hair breakage, or just hair growth, let me know in the comments what you use and what's worked for you. The only thing that I ask is I am not a big fan, because I know that there's a lot of things out there that kind of fall into this, these MLMs, those multi-level marketing things, and I'm just not really interested in that in terms of a product. So if you have anything off the shelf that you recommend that doesn't involve this MLM style of marketing, let me know. I'd love to look at those. Okay, so I want to say, even with having a more active lifestyle, losing the weight and noticing that difference has been difficult. Like for me, I've really had to enroll myself in something that allows me to be accountable. And where I'm leading to is I have enrolled back in February into a kind of like an accountability kind of program, which allows me to really work on myself, not only from a physicality perspective, but internally, and really learning to love myself through all the highs and lows. Because there are days where I'm like, oh gosh, you know what? I've got it. But there are days where I'm like hitting the lows of lows, and that self-talk and that that negativity that sometimes creeps in, that's what gets the best of me. Because once I start to go down that path where I am talking so bad to myself and I catch myself doing it, it's hard to get myself out of it. And I know many of us, men and women, we all go through it. These times make it even harder with what we've experienced with this pandemic. And honestly, I'm just learning to just let it go, learn to love myself. And so I have been on this self-love journey for a while now, and I'm just learning more and more on how to deal with self-love, how to take time for myself to regroup, relax, and recharge, and then also let go of things that are just negative and people that I feel have weighed so heavy on me and my energy, and really trying to put boundaries. And I encourage anyone, whether you're going through this hysterectomy or not, just the importance of setting boundaries for yourself. It's your time, and it's not selfish to want to give to yourself and to spend time loving yourself and learning about yourself. So anyways, I did want to say that, but overall, I would say like 1 year post-op after having this hysterectomy, it has been honestly a life change for me, and I'm in a better place in terms of like my scarring and the healing. I do have like my scars, and it's something that what I consider battle scars, you know, like I went through, my body has gone through a lot, and it's okay. You know, at the end of the day, I call myself a warrior for having gone through what I've gone through, on top of working full time, on top of raising a child with special needs, on top of trying to be a good wife and to hold my house down and to find the time to spend time with family and friends. Like, living and enjoying life and doing things for yourself, it's essential, but you also need to know when you're running on empty. And so I have really played or placed a lot of time in trying to manage that time where I'm not on empty. Like, I really want to fill my cup up in the best way possible. So anywho, that is it for my 1 year post-op. I know it feels a little rambly at times, but I'm wanting to speak from the heart and kind of what's been going on with me. I'd love to hear, if for those of you that are going through your journey, would love to hear how things are going for you. Otherwise, if you are new to this channel or new to this playlist of hysterectomy, let me know in the comments, or please subscribe. I will continue to try to do some frequent updates, or if I feel like there's something that would be worthy to add into this hysterectomy playlist that I've created here on my channel, I will certainly do that. But in the meantime, you all be safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.